Good afternoon. Today I want to talk about something that for a lot of us might be kind of difficult to admit. And we might not even realize that we're there. So today I want to talk about being lost. And what I mean by being lost is that we just don't know which direction to go next. We get through our everyday tasks, getting through life. We, go to work, we do what we need to do for work, we take care of our families, we pay our bills, we make sure that, laundry's done, and all of these things just happen day by day by day. And nothing ever changes, and we don't really even feel like we're doing anything. But sometimes we get these questions that pop up into our heads, and we start to wonder, is this what we want to be doing? And even if some of those things aren't all exciting and don't include things that are glamorous and special, there's a lot of times when we don't know what direction to take. We feel like we're stuck. Maybe we're in a marriage where love hasn't been expressed for a very long time. But doing anything different might be kind of scary. And there's a lot of uncertainty and there's a lot of nervousness that comes with making a huge change like that. That's just one example. But a lot of times people are afraid of what to do next. And we forget that we don't have to have all the answers. We can't start a journey with knowing everything that we need to know. A good friend of mine said once that you don't know what you don't know. And it's been something that I've thought about recently as I've heard other people express that they are unsure of what to do with their lives. They have this sense of wandering and they're not even sure what direction to go. Last week I was talking with a woman at one of the local transitional housing facilities where I teach, and she is very much unsure of where to go next. She has certain short-term goals in place, but in terms of long-term goals or a long-term vision, she doesn't know. She's confused. And what I told her is the same thing I'm going to tell you now, and that is that you know where you want to be. The question is, you don't know how to get there. That's the question we all have. We don't know how to get there. And so because we don't know how to get there, we stay where we're at. We stay here because we're so afraid that we're going to take a step in the wrong direction, because that's the way our minds think. And really what we should be thinking about is, this could be the step in the right direction. This could be that step that takes us one step closer to where we want to be. And we don't know that until we take that step. But there's a lot of unanswered questions that come with taking that first step. And so we continue to stay lost. We continue to stay stuck. We continue to not know what to do next. And there's a lot of things that are rushing through my mind right now regarding people that are lost. And people are afraid to ask for help. People are afraid to admit, you know what, I don't have it all figured out. I'll be the first to admit, I don't have it all figured out. I don't have your answers any more than I have my own. Now, am I working every day to try and find them? You bet. But I don't feel so lost anymore. And not to say that I really felt lost, but I know what knowing where I'm supposed to be feels like. And one of the things that I said to this woman last week was, keep asking questions. Even if the questions don't make sense, even if the answers that you get don't make sense, keep asking questions. Keep giving yourself permission to try new things, to find out what else is out there, because you're not going to know what you're missing or how to get there if you stay where you currently are. You have to do something different. The fact that you think that you are lost or that there's someplace else you need to be is the first step. That's the awareness. That is being an observer of things. But that doesn't do anything different. You actually have to take a step. You have to head off in a different direction than where you are. And sure, it's going to be scary. And yes, it's going to feel like you are not doing anything progressive towards where you want to be. But I'm going to tell you something else. The smallest things, the tiniest of moments, the things that just seem so insignificant, sometimes are the best things that can start the next step. And not just the next step. It's the next step that comes after, and the step that comes after that. And the next thing you know, you have walked an entire year along a journey that you never even imagined. Being lost isn't a bad thing, because it is only when we are lost when we find ourselves. Keep asking questions, keep taking steps, even one at a time, and I promise you'll get there. Live inspired.